And I'm back. For those of you who are just joining the live, let me pin the comments. Sorry. I always feel like my face is like super close in the something there. Okay, let's just do this. Because so welcome back, everybody. I don't know who's requesting to join the chat with me, but please don't, because I'm not accepting anybody other than King Heffs. Greetings and welcome back, everyone who is coming back to tune into part 2 of the conversation with King Heffs. We had talked about a multitude of things in terms of the power dynamic, in terms of DOMs that require aftercare, in terms of who you allow to provide aftercare. We got into a very adult discussion about pegging and anal play and, male pleasure. And yeah, so we are back with part 2 of the discussion, just waiting for King Heffs to rejoin us so we can finish the topic of prostate play and prostate pleasure. King Heffs, do I add you? Yes, I do. I'm so terrible at this, God knows. So, ladies and gentlemen, we get a little more booty. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are in the chat, this is an adult discussion. As I said, King Heffs has been gracious enough to be here with us this evening to answer some questions and to have a discussion with me about Dom aftercare. And we somehow meandered our way into talking about prostate play and pleasure and all that kind of stuff. So, whether you're making a comment,
started that conversation.
Yeah, whether you're making a comment or asking a question, just be respectful, please. There's no reason for you to any sort of hostilities. And if it's going to be, don't mean anything by all caps. People ask me that all the time. Okay, fair enough. We appreciate the recognition of the fact that the caps weren't necessary, and we don't want any hostilities. We want to have a good, wholesome adult conversation about pleasure, and that's it. So I forgot what we were totally distracted by that, completely forgot what we were talking about. Prostate pleasure and misogyny. So I was saying that, if the person that you're with, if you're in a heterosexual relationship, whether you are or not, it doesn't necessarily have to be a heterosexual relationship, but if you're in a relationship with an individual that has a penis attached to their body, you can play with the prostate. And some people, yes, they attach a certain type of stigma to getting their prostate stimulated or getting pegged because they deem it to be gay or whatever the case may be, or consider it to be a homosexual act. But the truth of the matter is, any sort of sexual play that you engage in with a woman, between a man and a woman in a heterosexual, heteronormative relationship, there's nothing that's gay about that. If it is that you have concerns about being bent over and being pegged, one of the ways that you can kind of like bypass that and help yourself to become more comfortable with that is by allowing things like a rim job, by allowing things like letting her lick your asshole or insert her tongue into your asshole. My nails are entirely too long, so maybe like you show your pinky finger. So let it, no, not, I don't know why your eyes opened up like that. I'm just saying. I wouldn't peg anybody with my I wouldn't insert anything into anyone with my hands because I don't want to damage anyone. I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, we could maybe have a conversation about it, but I wouldn't necessarily. Like, I would use either a very small toy, small apparatus, or I would leave it at my tongue. If you don't have nails that are as long as mine, you can use, like your smallest finger to kind of massage and slowly insert, but do it in such a way that it's not aggressive and that the person on the receiving end of it is not feeling like, like they're not going to get in their head for that.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Are you open to prostate play?
For myself?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, here's the thing. Now, for me, it's a lot more about like at 50 years old, it's really more about me taking care of my overall health, right?
Hold on a second. What
And
did you say? Roll that back. What did you say?
at 50 years old, right? So like
You're a
as
sexy
we,
man, Vicky. Let me just say
oh,
that up
thank you so
front.
much. I
And I
appreciate it.
know a lot of the women that are in the chat,
Yeah,
and somebody has made
yeah,
comments. You are a sexy,
I
sexy man.
am. I am. I really am. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. But you know what I mean? So for really, like, I, here's my opinion. Thank you, ladies, for all the compliments. But every man should experience the intensity of a prostate orgasm. Every man, if that's something they're into, right? That's all I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna go into more
So, what
details.
exactly is a prostate orgasm for those who do not know?
Well, it's where, okay, so here's the thing. Just because you have an ejaculation and you're coming, that's a form of orgasm, but that's just like a little part of it, right? Um, you can have a nipple orgasm, you know, you can have any kind of other orgasms that are inner orgasms without ejaculating, right? Like you can actually experience, men can actually experience being fully orgasmic without ejaculating, for real. And so, but you have to be very in tune with yourself and really, really just like be present
Focus.
without thinking that the finish is, skeeting. Oh shit, I'm done.
Right.
Whew. Right?
Is that
So
is that what the finish sounds like? I like that sound. I'm just
that's what
saying.
some. I mean, it could sound like that, right? But um, a prostate orgasm is where you are actually experiencing, because there are a lot of nerves in the prostate, a lot of
Hmm.
sensitive nerves. So you can by stimulating, you can have a incredible like full body orgasm that like lasts for minutes, not like 30 seconds, not 1 minute. It can last like 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes of continuous orgasms without like a full body orgasm, like not
Right.
ejaculating, like full head to toe, like waves and shit, just like, yeah. So
So
mhm.
Jay Baptiste, I'm not sure if you're requesting to be part of the chat. King Hef, if you're comfortable with bringing another person into the live conversation.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I'm
No?
not here for that. It's just a conversation for us. Not here
Okay.
for extra
Well,
people here.
another
Late.
time. Another time.
Yeah.
Respectfully, Jay Baptiste, maybe on another discussion, another conversation. You want to be Q&A surprising talking about sodomy. Azria, behave yourself, is not a platform for arguments and fussing and fighting. We're not here for any of that. He's already apologized. Let it be. If there are questions that you do have, please use the question box so that we can get to them. As we said, we're just having a late night conversation amongst adults talking about the world of DOMs and subs and BDSM, pain, pleasure, and tantra. One of the things that you had said, so I wanted to ask you. So you had said that in terms of the finish, that the finish is not always about the skeeting.
Hmm.
Does learning the ways of tantra help with that?
It does.
Okay.
That it does. That
Can
that
you
it
elaborate a little
does.
bit about that?
But it's just about. I'm sorry. It's just about being fully in tune with your your higher and lower selves. Sorry about that. Right. It's just about being in tune with that and knowing that there's much more to it than just the regular. Right. The regular is I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Oh shit. Oh my god. What the fuck? And then after that you goddamn you are done. Right? You like, oh girl, I need a cigarette. I need to relax for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sorry. Jay Baptiste is saying that don't be messy, become a professional comedian for real, for real. Okay. I don't know what's going on in the chat section, but for those of you who are warring, are semi-warring, we're not here for that. You know what I mean? We can have a difference of opinions. Being adults, you can have, different thoughts and conceptions about whatever it is that you want. Be respectful of what other people like and be respectful of what other people are into. You don't have to like it, you don't have to love it, you don't have to do it, you don't even have to accept it, but just be respectful. We're grown. Like, cut that shit out, you guys. Being serious. Cut it out. Okay.
Indeed. Yes.
Huh. So, with tantric sex or learning the tantra, orgasm control for self as a man, can you? I don't know how to ask this question. Can you come without coming?
You can have an orgasm without coming. So it's about having an inner orgasm. So pretty much, as you feel yourself about to get there, you hold your muscles, like you hold your muscles, and you sort of you it's like you're bringing it, you're bringing it back in, right? So
Yes.
so it circulates back up. A lot of people circulate back up through the spine and everything. A lot of people, that's the Kundalini stuff like that. Like I may be talking terms. If y'all want to learn about Kundalini, please Google that. Okay, but you are in tune with your higher divine self through
Right.
that.
Is that
It's
part
not.
of
It's
semen retention? Is the semen retention
um.
with that,
It
or is that
can't.
a completely different thing?
I mean, it's a totally different thing because you can still have inner orgasms as a man without semen retention or without having ejaculation, right?
So J. T said it's like mental coming or psychological coming rather than the actual physical self.
No, you're not coming at all. You are having. There's a difference in a climax, and an orgasm. Right? You're
Okay.
having a orgasm where you're like, oh shit, like you're feeling like this feeling come over you, like, oh yes, and you may scream a little bit, but you still keep going, right? So that, or you relax a little bit, but you're still to the point where you haven't ejaculated yet. You haven't came, right? Like, so
Right.
it's an actual inner orgasm. It's not a climax. There's an inner orgasm.
Okay. So taking the conversation back to what we discussed a few weeks ago in terms of orgasm control, orgasm denial. I know people don't necessarily like that word denial, but it is what it is. So when are you allowing the person who you're sessioning with to have an inner orgasm, or when you're doing orgasm control or edging, you're not allowing them to have?
None of it. None. Zero. None. Because you're not, because you are. There's no shortcut around it. You can't be like, oh shit, I'm still be orgasmic. You can still be orgasmic. It's still, because once it starts stacking up, you're gonna be like, oh shit, what's
So
see what's gonna happen at the finish line. So you know what? After a while, you're like, I'm just gonna go with it, because if I keep fighting this, I it, I'm basically, you cheat. You're gonna cheat yourself.
okay.
And the
So
goal is for you to treat yourself, not cheat yourself.
treat
But it's
yourself,
up to
not
you.
cheat yourself. But if you're helping them to deny the orgasm, where is that energy going? Like when you've had them built up to the point where they're at the threshold of the orgasm, but if they ask permission and you say no, not yet, or no, it's not time, or how, and whatever the way is that you respond, how how
Hmm.
how does he
Okay,
not have an inner orgasm?
it's just a it's just a it's just a it's the circle, as you say, the circle of life. It's a circle. It just circulates. It's a circle of pleasure. Like, just not yet. Just let's stay right here, right here.
Jay Baptiste, he absolutely has stalkers. I trust and believe he does.
Mm-mm.
How are you saying no? Are you seriously saying no right now?
I don't got no damn stalkers, unless
You
you
don't
got,
have
not
no
that I
stalkers?
not that I
Come,
know of.
King
I don't.
Heffs, stop,
I
stop
don't.
the craziness right now.
I don't have people sending me wild messages or trying to figure out where the fuck I'm at. I'm pretty sure they might, but I'm not aware of them. I'm not
Okay,
aware.
so hold on a second. So you don't get DMs from women professing their undying love for you and all these things?
On occasion, but not really.
So that's not no, that's a yes.
I,
It
I,
wasn't there's no
I
gray area.
there is a gray area. Once again, I
Okay.
said I'm saying, I mean, maybe every now and then, but it's not on the regular. I mean, okay, so here's the thing, right? A lot of people are really, they don't really know how to approach me. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I get someone who will, they see something on my page, right? Maybe me choking someone or me doing something or talking about something, and they'll send me a. I give you for example, I had a young lady, she sent me a DM, right? And her response was, her question was, "Are you married?" I'm like,
Oh,
what? What's that got to do with anything? Like, why are you asking me a fucking question like that? Like,
right.
first of all, ask what you really want to ask, right? Fuck all that damn beating around the bush shit. Like, why you? What does it matter if you saw a video of me? What does it matter if I'm married or not? And I asked her, I said, what does that matter? She was like, I know, I know she getting all the things. I'm
What?
like, yo, let me go ahead. I'm like, listen, what you come? I'm like, what questions? Let's get to the point. What
What did you
questions
come
do you
here
have?
for?
Like,
What do
what's
you
up?
need?
What you need? What you need? Because in a few, I'm about to send you. I'm about to send you my cash app in a few if you keep it up. Like
Right?
really. And to continue this conversation is going to cost you $200, straight up.
Ouch.
Period. I know what's up. What are you trying? Because you asked. First of all, here's the thing. I'm gonna give everyone a suggestion. When you approach a dom in their inbox, right? Understand that they do not have to respond at
Right.
all. They don't have to. Okay. Period. Point blank. All right. Be direct. Tell people what you want. Right. Don't just goddamn be, oh shit. Don't come and don't expect free advice either.
Right.
Okay. Don't do that.
Yep.
Okay. let's
Like
just let's
don't
just
come wasting my time because I know that Azria had said, what if she was interested in dating you? But if that's the case, I know we completely shifted tracks, but if that's the case, state your intention. If it is that you've come here because you're interested, in getting to know me better, tell me that so I can just let you down from the get-go and we don't have to do this song and dance because now
yes.
you're wasting my time.
Yeah, because like here's the thing. All right. Us Doms, we just don't sit around wait for motherfuckers to hit us up. Motherfuckers is busy. People got careers. People own their own businesses. What's up? What,
How can I be of service to you?
yeah,
What
what's up?
how can I help you?
What's up? What you need? Thank you. I'm grateful for the compliments. Thank you so much. What's up? What, how can I help you? I'm asking you, how can I help you? Okay. Understand this. If you come in my inbox, understand this. I am a pro dom. Okay. Everything about me is transactional. Everything. If you come to me about something, if you want to know about my class, I'm gonna tell you what the class is, and I'm gonna tell you what the fee is.
Right.
Transactional, right? I'm not out here giving free advice. It's not my thing, right? Because I don't expect to get free advice from you. I just don't.
Right.
I
I
don't. You know what I
agree.
mean? Right. So let's keep it like this. Ain't this what around here? This ain't for play. This for
Right.
real, for real. This for
Right.
real, for real. Okay. For this is listen.
So for those of you who are in the chat and who have meandered
Oh,
in and out,
thank
if you
you.
are in fact interested in doing sessions with King Hef, whether it's a solo session or a session as a couple to get some instruction, advice, whatever it is, I will make
I
sure to
got you.
include his information so that you can get in contact with him. You can
Yes.
also DM him if you don't know how to reach him.
Hmm.
He's at King Hefs. And also, once King Hef and I talk, I know that you guys had wanted to know about Tantra. He'll give you the links, but I'll also put them in the body of the
Yeah.
discussion so that you can get to those individuals
Hmm.
as well. Have you ever
Yes.
had a situation or a session where have you ever been in a situation where you sessioned with someone who was in a relationship that didn't tell the person they were in the relationship with that they were sessioning with you? This is a messy question. And their person found out and then confronted you or wanted to ask you about it? I know you don't
Yes.
put up with the bullshit. So if that has happened, I know you're not with the shit like that. But has
Yeah.
that ever happened?
Yes, it has. Yes. And that's why I ask, you know, if they're telling me that, they're not receiving something from their partner and they're like, I want to book a session, I'm like, well, listen, are you gonna, I'm like, and I ask them, tell me what you're looking for, okay? And how does your partner feel about knowing that you're going to that 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 essentially you're going to be a changed person when you come back to him or her? How are they gonna feel? Okay, but then f- find that out. Then let me know, right? Because I don't, none of us has time for that, right? It's cool, and a lot of times I had one gentleman, he was sort of upset, and I told him, I said, man, listen, I can teach you what I did to her. I'm like,
Oh,
she would really appreciate that.
I
And I
like that
said, and
spin.
and I'm like, you'll thank me for it. I'm like, man, let's. I'm like, I told him, I said, bro, you got to be better. What you mean
Mm,
better? I'm like, you got to be better for yourself. So if you're better for yourself, you could be better for her.
I like
And I
that.
could, I could teach you how to do that, right?
See,
But
because
if
then
not,
it doesn't make him feel threatened by you. It doesn't
hmm,
emasculate him in any kind of way. And you're also letting him know that you're there in a professional capacity. You're not there to
yeah,
woo his woman or
no,
try to take her away from it. You're not there
no,
for any of that. You were there
no,
to provide a service for her, and you're willing to help provide a service for him so that he
yep,
can service her
yep,
better.
that's right.
I like
Hmm.
that.
Oh,
I like that a lot.
oh, hey, Rachel.
Hey, Rich. Who's that? That's hot. She will be
Yep,
thankful. Absolutely. Um,
yes,
so I don't want to stretch this out any longer as much as I enjoy seeing you and as much as I enjoy talking to you. I'm going to wrap us up and let you go. But before that, I just want to say I appreciate you. I appreciate you having this conversation with me and taking your time to have this
yes.
conversation with those who joined the discussion
Hmm.
and who were present. I absolutely appreciate you because I know that this is what you do. So even in these small moments where you're giving people like tidbits, a little bit here and there, I appreciate the exchange and the information and the knowledge that you bring.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh,
I don't even know what these people are saying.
I don't either. I'm done. I'm over them.
Yeah. So I will
This
include your
is
information in the write up so that anybody that wants to get in contact with you, I'll also message you separately to get some
okay.
of the links for uh, the people who provide tantric services or tantra training or tantra
All right.
learning, and then we'll put that in the information. But it's a pleasure always.
Oh man, it's a pleasure for me as well.
One of
I'm,
these
I'm
days we'll meet in real life when the world opens back up and I'm
yes.
allowed to come back to the U.S.
Yeah. And
and give
one
you a
one
hug
of
in
the,
real life.
yes, and then one of these days I'm gonna see that tattooed body naked, and I'm gonna be paddling that big booty. It's gonna happen, and I'm gonna spank it with my hand too. I just all that tattoo, but it's okay. Listen, shh, 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 real quick. I'm just letting you know. I'm put y'all hear this right, and I'm about to go. So I'm just letting you know. One day it's gonna manifest where I'm gonna see all that, all that beautiful, all them full tattoos. And I'm gonna be spanking that big old booty with my hand and my paddle.
Can, can we do an exchange? Can I bite if you spank?
Yes,
Okay. All right. I like it. I'm good.
me too.
Come off my chat, Mr. King Heffs. Love you, Daddy Heff. We'll talk to you later.
Yes, she is
Yes,
smiling,
I'm
Rachel.
smiling big time. I have
Yes,
the tingles. I have the feels.
I can
Got all the
tell they.
feels.
I can feel it all the way over here.
I'm coming off live.
Okay.
Have a great night. Thank you.
How you two, love?
All right. Bye.
Peace.